Want to start your week off right? Well, I'm going to start it off with some juicy good news for you, XRP fans, ton fans. I got good news for you as well. Players are buying the big stuff. What's going on with the Clarity Act when it comes to the Senate? I've got their schedule. We'll talk price action along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Yeah, that's right, crypto fans. We're starting the week off with good news in green up on the screen. And oh look, XRP's above $3. I told you it would happen. That $3 floor is looking better and better every frickin' candlestick we print. Speaking of candlesticks, someone's bringing out the 15-minute, baby. That's right. Now, before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. Your comments come first. You, the viewer, matter most. Roy, XRP Warrior, says crypto with Klaus. 49,200 subs versus Pop-Tarts at 49,300. Going to be another subs takedown soon. Yeah, it's going to happen this week. You rock, Klaus, my favorite crypto channel. Yeah, when we hit 49,400, I guess we'll consider it official then, and I'll do a Pop-Tarts demolition video for y'all. Vulpine Liege says, hell yeah, Santa Claus. If Tether's diversifying, they know it's coming. The great BTC flop. Have an awesome Sunday. Choo choo. Love it. Yeah. Tether diversified. They started buying a whole bunch of different things. Dave Trader did something really awesome. He said, still no trading view for the 15-minute, huh? A little lazy, Klaus. Well, thanks for calling me out. And yep, we went to the 15-minute here in trading view. Why? Because they got rid of it on CoinMarketCap. What jabronis. Bitcoin's in at 114,689 ETH at 3,600 XRP, deep in the green, while Ton is deep in the red. That's a weird one because I've got good news for Ton holders, but the price doesn't reflect it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. NASDAQ listed Verb Technology secures $500 million to launch the first publicly traded Ton coin treasury strategy. Oh, okay. So you got a big Ton coin treasury strategy, and what does the market do? They sell off on that shit. Ton coin down 7.5% to $3.40. Let's keep learning. Verb Technology Company, which focuses on e-commerce and healthcare services, has secured $558 million in gross proceeds through an upsized and oversubscribed private placement and implement a Ton coin treasury. Post-transaction expected around August 7th. Verb Technology set to rebrand as Ton Strategy Co. Okay. And establish itself as the first publicly traded reserve network of Ton. Cool. So what they said, Telegram is the preferred messenger for the glowing crypto community, and Ton is the currency that powers the Telegram ecosystem. In my judgment, permanent capital vehicles are particularly suitable for long-term holdings of Ton, which not only has the potential to compound in value, but also offer staking yield, meaning TSC can benefit from staking rewards. I've got that announcement right here, and as always, any article you see in this video, along with the other ones, will be linked in the description below. Essentially what they're saying is, look, we know there's some red up on the screen today, but we believe there's a multiplier effect potential with Ton. Now, what I do want to see, though, is when we start seeing these companies get into these altcoin strategic reserves, when they do start seeing the multiplier effect happen, right, when Ton goes back to $6, $8, you get my point, when XRP starts going up, when do they sell? Do they sell when they're 2x? Do they just keep hodling? Are they going to go at 5x? I'm kind of curious on what's going to happen with this. Metaplanet increases its BTC holdings and it pursues its long-term target of 210,000 BTC by 2027. They're going to have to buy fast. Here's why. If they want to get 210,000 BTC by 2027, they're going to have to hurry. They right now have 17,595 BTC, and they just bought 463 BTC. Hold on here. Let's do this. Let's get our calculator out a little bit, okay? So wait a minute. So, in the next 2 years, they have to do what? Okay. So 365 days times 2 gives us how many days, everyone? 730. If they buy 463 every day, that puts them at 337. Okay, cool. So they at least have to buy 463 every day, but they don't. They do that like every week. So you're going to have to see some of these players who really ramp up their buying efforts. And that's why I wanted to share this with you. Some of these players, in order to reach their goals, are going to have to start throwing lots of money at BTC. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. All right, where are we at with the Clarity Act? Well, first things first, I've got the Clarity Act right here. It's listed in the description down below. If you want to read it, you're welcome to. It's long AF. I'm not going to completely read it. Yes, I know, Tyler, you want your deep dive video. I don't know if I should do it because they're going to modify the thing. It'd be like me doing a video on an ex-girlfriend. It's not applicable anymore, right? But where are we at right now with this? Well, here's the thing. Go onto the United States Senate page, right? You can look around for schedule of hearings. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's go to the tentative 2025 legislative schedule. We'll click on that. And again, it's all linked down below. Just scroll on down to their schedule. And we're going to see that between August 4th and September 1st, they're off. Aw, shit. Yeah, so ain't nothing going to get done for the month of August. This is their state work period where they are working in their respective states, dealing with the constituents and things that affect their current states and constituents. So I don't expect to see anything coming out of the Clarity Act within this month. Why? Well, because this is their designated time off, their state work period. Yeah, do these fuckers really work? Come on now. So that's your big Clarity Act update for you. XRP. Open interest. I forgot to share this yesterday and I wanted to share it with you right now. This is all XRP open interest. So another things for it. Options volume up a bunch. Open interest up a bunch. Long short ratios, got it. Got a whole bunch of information here for you in relationship for XRP. Lots of good stuff. Whereas most of the open interest in futures in BitGet. Binance has got most of the volume. Futures trade count, Binance, all listed right here. Overall crypto market, we're looking pretty good. 113 billion in volume. Altcoin season, a little bit higher, right? We were in the 30s this weekend, and now we're back up to 43 out of 100. Fear and greed, we're hanging out at 52 out of 100, which is good. Why? Because we're neutral, right? There's no panic. There's no greed. There's no freaking out. There's no, oh, we're ready to go more. No, we're right in the middle. We're nice, cozy, and comfy. Switching it over to XRP, you know what I'm talking about here. 5.65 billion in volume right now. I expect that to pick up. You can see over the last month a little bounce back from the sub $3 test that we had here. Going on to the candlesticks, you see what? The 15-minute up on the screen. Yeah, baby, you call me out and I brought you that 15-minute thunder. Just ask my wife. So here's the move we talked about. Sub $3. We were at sub $3 right here all the way from the 2nd of August all the way through until what, everyone? Yes, until we started breaching way early this morning to the $3 mark. We've battled $3 mark a few times and now we're working to the north side of that. So what I told you yesterday and a few days ago was, look, I wanted to see how XRP reacted to Jerome Powell and the Fed, okay? That was a few days ago on the 30th. And you could see this big red move right here. That's when Jerome Powell was talking. We bounced back from that. We did good. We stayed north for a while. Then we had the action with Trump and the jobs report, right? And then all of a sudden the market started pooping itself. So we had several really good tests of XRP. It pushed us sub $3, but look, we're pushing back up north of $3, signifying what, everyone? We're building that $3 floor. Just like the gal says in the commercial, Taco Bell. So now, zooming out, I'm sitting here going, okay, I feel a bit more confident here about this $3 floor, and so should you. Yeah, we spent some time below it, but think about that. When we had the one-day chart, we spent some time below $2. Check it out. You can see exactly what I'm talking about when I zoom out. Hold on, let me go to the one-day chart-a-roni, everyone. Hold on, I got to go to the one-day. Oh, my bad, I picked on the wrong one. Let me go on the one-day real quick here. Here we go. One day, look at that. See, there were plenty of times we breached 2. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. So look, we breached 3, popped back on up. So good news all around is XRP survived 2 big tests. We did very well with both of them. We're back north of that $3 mark. Volume is still holding super strong, which is great. Open interest is looking good. Yeah, the Senate ain't doing jack shit for the month of August. That's okay. They don't do jack shit all year long. The bigs keep planning on buying. You got someone now getting into a ton coin strategic reserve asset play. Now, I think this is cool. Why? Because we don't have the regs yet. We don't have the regs yet, and now more companies are feeling comfortable getting in on the action, which means what? You're going to have even more companies feeling comfortable getting in the action once we get the regs done. When is that going to be? Well, it sure as shit ain't going to be the month of August. Good news all the way around to start this Monday, you jabronis. Except for the fact that the Senate is off all month to do state-related things. Oh, okay, whatever. I don't know, the Clarity Act is going to be a tough one, and here's why, all right? when the White House released their crypto report, this is what they said. They said the Clarity Act isn't good enough. We need to build on top of that, which means they need to modify it. They need to make it a little bit more robust, which is okay. I get it. Here's the problem with that. So they're going to be gone all August, so they're going to come back after Labor Day. So we're talking September. Here's the issue, okay? So you take the Clarity Act, you modify it. Let's say they pass that in the Senate sometime in September. That now goes back to the House, everyone, because it's a modified bill. Remember, the House passed the original Clarity Act. But if you modify it now, they got to vote on it again. So if it passes the Senate, guess what? It goes back to the House. The House then votes on that version of it, and boom shakalaka, then goes to the El Presidente. So we got some time for regs in crypto. It also means that what? We might have a juicy last quarter of the year. Maybe no rate cuts in September. Jerome already now gave us the old pea in the Cheerios move. And maybe no regs finalized in September either. So maybe this is all happening fourth quarter, closer to Christmas, Santa Claus's time of the year. Yeah. Rate cuts, ETFs, regs, court cases being over. 4 big things, Spider-Man finger. 4 big things right there going on for the crypto verse. And these are big things, everyone. Now, prices are still holding strong despite all the negativity that we've been dealing with over here. That's good news as well. Volume held good throughout the weekend. Open interest is still looking good. People got buying opportunities. I don't know what else to tell you. This is freaking awesome. Lots of good things happening, even though some of them were what? Some of them were tests. Tests of floor prices. And the majority of our cryptos out there passed those tests. So happy Monday to you, jabronis. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo blue-haired giraffes this morning.